Hello everyone. In today's video, we will share with you the live class recording of our data science advanced level interview preparation class, where our faculty is discussing a bank's latest quarterly financial results with the students to help them understand how using data science use cases and projects can benefit the bank to improve its financial results. This data science interview topic is for advanced level roles like the head of data science or the like. To give you a context, the interview question is such that there is a bank and its quarterly financial results have come poor. So its ROA or return on asset is poor at 1.7%, its deposits are 30%, and its advance, that is the loan book growth, is 24%. Now the interview question is, what are the data science use cases or projects can help the bank to get a benefit? But before we start, for those of you who have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to Scientist Express so that we are encouraged to create more and more videos on such useful topics and share with you all. Let's start with the class.
Did you see that AU Small Finance Bank result? And so if you think all the use cases we know, right? Then as a data science head, why AU Small Finance Bank should hire you? So how we will help them? What are the numbers in that result you can impact in next quarter and next year-on-year quarter, next year same quarter, if they hire you, right? That is what they want to know, right?
Yes.
This is real data science interview, okay? So the real interview where they are talking 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore. So this is the interview question, right? So what are the numbers you can? So yeah, you actually can answer that question. So think and tell me, what are the numbers in that quarterly result you can improve? What is ROA? What is the ROA there?
ROA is 1.7%.
Right, ROA. What is ROA? Can we improve ROA? Why we build application scorecard? What is use of it?
The main function of application scorecard is to, build our cash book that will help to improve
Cash
the.
book. Okay, what is cash book?
That's the portfolio value, right? So whenever we go for any lending,
So
obviously.
disburse.
Yeah,
So disburse
disbursement.
better.
Yes.
So then what will happen? I mean, what number you will impact building an application score, spending so much money? Where business will see benefit.
So the application scorecard, again, that will help to improve or increase the return on assets.
Return on asset, that is ROA.
ROA.
Yeah. So how it is helping that? So application scorecard is a random forest model. How it is improving ROA? So this is the speech you have to give there, right? Getting the point.
Yeah.
Otherwise your application scorecard is in your desktop, right? It's not reaching the company, not getting the benefit, right? Then how it will justify, right?
Correct.
So what is the cost stack in application scorecard? It's a random forest model, right? So how it is helping basically for A score, application score, A score? How it will improve ROA? Or what? So you build an application scorecard, what business metric will be improved? Otherwise, what's the point of building application score? Otherwise, it's just a random forest model.
Yeah. On to increase the approval rate. At the same time,
my question is
managing low risk.
No, my question is very simple. How it will what it will improve? So what is the cost stack? Cost of fund.
Cost of fund.
Right? What percentage? 17. So 10% is the cost of fund. Cost of default is 8%, right?
Yes.
Then COCA is 3%. Capex, OPEX 2%. Total cost is 25%, right?
25%.
So
Correct.
they are charging interest rate 27%, right? 2% is the ROA margin, right?
Yes, cost of default we have to improve.
So where we can improve building an application score, we can reduce the cost of default, right?
Yes.
Because as we build the application score code, top 30% capturing 80% of defaults, right? And that 30% as we declining. So my loss going down by 80%, right? If the capture rate is 80%. So top 30%, if capture rate is say 60%. So if I decline, say top 30% as per my random forest probability band, right? The A, B, C, D, E, I'm declining D, E, and that will reduce my cost of default by 60%, right?
Yes.
because the capture rate is 60%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clear? So as that happens, my 10% cost of default goes down to 4%, right? And this 6% will get added where? In the ROA.
ROA.
Right.
Yes.
Because the total calculation is total IR minus the cost stack, right? Now there it was 27% minus 25%. Now in the 25%, 10% was cost of default. Using my application score random forest algorithm, what I did, I built a model, top probability bands, 30% capturing 60% of events or to be defaults, right? As I decline them from tomorrow, so what will happen? My cost of default will go down, right? From today's 10% to 4%.
4%.
Now my cost stack from 25%, it will go down to 19% then, right?
Yes.
Now, as that happens, 19% cost, my pricing is 27%, so my ROA is 8%. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, it's so simple, right? Then why you could not relate ROA to our algorithms, right? So there, what is the ROA in this AU Small Finance Bank?
1.7%.
So it's very poor, right? Can you check what is the ROA in Bajaj Finance? I'm telling you, it's almost 5%. How that is possible? What is better in Bajaj Finance and not so good in AU Small Finance? Application score. Right.
Yes. So the ROA of Bajaj Finance is 4.18%.
So anyway, it's
4.18.
Okay.
Okay, 4.18, maybe it's an old result. Latest would be 5.25 something.
Okay. This is as on March 23.
Okay. Okay, March 23, they're saying 4 point. Okay, anyway, this is way above 1.7, right?
Right. It's almost 3 times.
Okay, now can you check? Now, can you check in Axis Bank, what is the ROA?
As on June 23, it is 1.82.
1.82, so marginally better compared to even AU Small Finance Bank, right?
Yes.
So one is the we can improve ROA, right? Using our application scorecard, right?
Correct.
Yeah. What else we can improve? Do they have a good B score? Does it look like they have a B score? So what would be the benefits of a behavior score? So what happens when you have a behavior score? Behavior score is road to profitability, right? Why?
Correct.
Why?
Because the cost stack will be reduced. There is no COCA, and the OPEX and CAPEX will be reduced. The cost of default.
What is the maximum? The cost of default will be anyway half compared to new customers.
New customers, yes.
Because the new customers are much riskier compared to the customers already completed a tenure with you, right? So even if I'm not doing anything there, my cost of default is half, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So those customers who completed tenure with you, right? 2 years, 3 years, paid everything on time, right? They are anyway loyal, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So there the chances of loss is much less, right?
Correct.
Then what is the ROA in cross-sell then? So I am building a behavior score, right? I am building a behavior score to find cross-sell eligibility or renewal eligibility, right?
Correct.
Cross-sell renewal eligibility, right?
Correct.
So existing customers, I am checking on-book performance, right? And off-book performance, right?
Yep.
And using them together, and I'm not using any extra data, right? That is our data strategy for B score, because it's a trade-off between credit risk and churn. It's two models together.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So with that model, I'm predicting, right? And here also I will drop top 30%, that is capturing maybe 60% of the events or defaults.
Yes.
Right? So if I do that, then what I expect? I expect ROA to jump like crazy, right?
It will be minimum 4 times of the original ROA.
So don't quote.
No, I'm just saying
this number 4 times. Okay, but but we understand that it would be
will jump.
The ROA margin would be significant right here.
Correct.
Now, only thing is you need to increase exposure. Understand? Without that, you won't get any benefit.
Agree.
Right.
Yep.
Right? Because these are the good customers, right? Now you have to give them more lending. Right?
Yes.
So you have to give them cross-sell, you have to do renewal, you have to give them top-up, you have to give them car loan, home loan, anything, everything. Pre-approved. So you need to increase the exposure, right? Otherwise, if you have, these are the good customers, right? And the fresh new customers are not so good customers, but you have 90% allocation in the fresh new customers and only 10% allocation in these good customers, then overall portfolio will not be so good, right?
Correct.
Overall ROI will not be so great, right? So you need to shift the weight towards this book, right?
Yep.
That is getting eligible through B score, right? Because these customers are your tenured customer. They're anyway, by design, they have much less risk, right? So now here I want to increase the exposure.
Exposure.
How? Giving cross-sell, right?
Yes.
So, you know why Bajaj is 4 and these guys are not even crossing 2. Bajaj focus here. What I'm saying, the B score and cross-sell story, this is Bajaj story. Yeah. This is Bajaj strategy.
Okay.
Okay. And so what we are seeing that probably a small finance bank not able to do that so effectively, right? So we should definitely recommend, if you're attending this interview, you should definitely recommend A score and better A score and better B score, right?
Yes.
Probably you need to get into the discussion asking them, so do you have a B score? Right?
Yep.
Probably they will say no. But do you have a cross-sell strategy? Even if you have a B score but not have a cross-sell strategy, it's equivalent to same, right? Yeah.
It should be, yes.
So B score is giving you, good customers, identifying the tenure customers who are good that you identified, but you are not able to give them huge exposure compared to new book. Then again, the result will not be anything different.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And then S score, we probably need to ask, so what you are using in S score, right? So what kind of alternate data you are using in S score, right? Or are you using just conventional bureau data? Right? What is your data strategy? Right?
Correct.
So because we see that we need to improve ROA or to make it Bajaj, one, definitely I need to focus on the B score use case.
Yes.
Right? That is so definitely. And A score also should be improved, right? Then what we observe, what is the another reason their ROA dropping is, if you see their deposits increased, but their advance is giving loan. That did not increase so much. Their deposit increased 30%, but giving loan increased only 24%.
24.
Right? But all the deposits they're getting, for that they have to there's a cost of fund. They have to giving saving or something, some interest rate. You are picking up money, right? You are raising cash, right?
Cash. Yes.
So there is a cost of fund, but those cash is sitting idle. You are not getting any return from them. Then this cash, right? It's giving negative return, right?
Yes.
Is it not eating up your overall ROA? Not getting. There is no 27%, but there is minus 25%. So of course it will eat up your ROA, right? Overall ROA.
Yes.
Right? So what I need to do, probably I need to speed up the dispersal, right?
Dispersal.
So you have a lot of cash, but dispersal is not that fast. So what is the use case for that? Which model can help them? So probably they are going slow.
Okay.
That means their approval rate is not that much good, no? Like that?
Yeah. So what we see is their approval rate is not increasing, right?
Yes.
So what we see is it's slowing down, right? So
The ROA
at the
is slowing
speed they're
down.
raising capital, the dispersal is not matching up the speed, right?
Correct.
I need to increase the dispersal speed, right? So
Yes.
one is I need to increase the STP, straight through processing, STP, RTC, remember?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Straight through processing and refer to credit. So I need to increase STP. So how I can increase STP? Of course, through application score. Because through application score is fully automatic, right? So there is a customer coming, it's bureau pulled, JSON pulled, score everything in 2 seconds, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when the scorecard was not there, then it was he do everything RTC, right? The credit guy is looking into your everything.
Correct.
And taking 30 minutes to check a case, right?
Yes.
So probably they are still doing significant RTC, maybe. Why? Because they probably could not build a convincing application scores for all their products. That is very much possible. Okay.
Mhm.
So building application score is not easy, right? We saw, right? Building application score is so difficult.
Yes.
There are so many checks to make it usable, right? Anybody can build model, classification model, but that will not help, right? So I need to build a model that will actually give benefit. So I have so many checks, right? IV, stability check,
Yeah,
CSI,
stability checks.
VIF check, that multicollinearity,
Collinearity.
forfeiting. So many things we need to check to build a model after A/B testing, right? We discussed, right?
Yes.
Stability and everything. So that is quite an effort, right? So probably for all the products they don't have application score. If yes, then probably the loan dispersal could be very fast. That is one. Then what is the next project could help them? Lead prioritization. So all the leads coming to them, right? Probably they are engaging with each one of them, but the conversion rate is only 10%, right? So probably they need a model to predict, a classification model to predict who will convert, right? And in that model, if the top 5% having capture rate of say 30%, top 10% having capture rate of 50%, top 30% having capture rate of say, I'm telling you 90%, right? Then I can prioritize, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I can engage only with top 30% and let the bottom 70%, because from bottom 70% only 10% gets approved. Right?
Right.
But as I engaging with top 30%, so I'm speeding up 3x. What else you observe? Their profit growth really did not happen much, right? 17%. Right?
Yes.
So again, so what are the use cases we have to improve profit?
To make better B score.
Okay, we need to have a B score, number one. We need to use B score, right? Better.
Yes,
right?
we have to use it actually.
More renewal, more cross-sell, more top-up, right? So the exposure has to be shift towards this book, right? Otherwise, again, no impact. And what else? I need to build a better ECL model, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So ECL is a quick shot, right? So if your earlier say ECL was say 400 crore and you made a profit of 500 crore, so your altogether net profit was just 100 crore, right? Now in next quarter, after building a ECL model where the ECL instead of 400 crore it goes down to 200 crore, then the profit will be 300 crore, right?
Yes.
So 100 crore to 300 crore, it will be 3x jump.
3x jump. Yep.
So you can tell the interviewer, the CEO, that sir, what I can do is a quick shot, and it's not a quick shot, but still, I can probably try improving your ECL model. Okay, I can explore that, and if we can do something there, then probably very quickly, right? We can see some jump in profit number.
Profit. Yes.
Right? Because the rest of the things probably will take some time, right? Building an A score will take at least 1 year, right? And then adoption and everything. So it's kind of, 2-year story we are talking, right? So what we see now, okay, now let's think AU Small Finance Bank doing what? AU Small Finance Bank giving MSME loan, right? Giving microfinance loan, right? Looking at their performance, so where I can improve? When I know that they are into MSME loan and microfinance loan. So their growth should have been exponential, right?
Yes.
Okay, their growth, by the way, is exponential if you look at their last 30 years. But then probably we need to check if they have because they have microfinance. So for cycle 2, if they have a proper B score, right?
Okay.
And if they so if they have a B score, so how the microfinance work and how B score will help? So we discussed, right, the consumer, commercial, MSME, and
MSMEs
microfinance,
and
right?
microfinance, correct.
So we need to know all four and all of these algorithms use case clearly, and DCL. This is the bare minimum. Without this, you don't stand a chance in interview, right? Yeah. So how we help in microfinance? What are the use cases? How B score help microfinance? Simple. What is more important in microfinance? Is it A score or B score?
B score is more important.
B score. Remember, if you are targeting big CTC, it's microfinance can give you, or MSME lenders can give you, right?
Yes.
Because they have the exponential growth story, not the consumer banks. Yeah. So B score can help you, right? So okay. So what's happening in B score? How it can help? So every product has its own characteristic, right? In two-wheeler lending, it's very different story. A consumer durable is a very different story. A credit card lending is a very different story, right? So what is happening in microfinance lending? Which score can help? B score. Why? Because the cycle one exposure is very small, right? We discussed, right?
Yes.
Giving 10,000 each to 10 groups. Out of them, 30% not paying back. So 30% default. Can I survive? No. But what I'm doing, that 7th who paid, them I am giving cycle 2 at 10x.
10x.
That is 2 lakh or 1 lakh or 2 lakh, right?
Correct.
And here, the default rate will not be like 30%. Here, default rate will be very low. Right? And this cycle 2 eligibility coming from my behavior score. Now, the behavior score may be another random forest model. Clear? So B score is critical in microfinance because we are actually making money in cycle 2.
In cycle 2.
So if cycle 2 fails, so in cycle 2, I am lending to the wrong customer. So my algorithm could not predict who will turn bad, and I could not decline at time of cycle 2. Then what will happen? This microfinance will have to close down soon, right?
Yes.
Right? It's binary, right? Either it will go up or it will straight fall, right?
Correct.
Because it will give a very high 10x in cycle 2, right? Now here, if my algorithm is not working, then it will be suicide, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, but in our consumer and MSME, there it is not so big, right? Here, through application score, we give 10,000, and through behavior score, we give 2 lakh. Is that difference? But that kind of difference does not we see in any other consumer, commercial, or MSME, right? So that way, B score plays a super critical role, right, in microfinance.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
So probably we can also recommend them the B score should be, we need to check the B score, right? So B score should have been better. And what else? The graduation score. So from the B score, using the B score, I'm giving them the higher amount, and using that, they are growing their business. Now their business turning MSME, so they will be eligible for MSME loan. So the MSME B score to decide to give them a further top up or renewal, that is one model. And for individual customers to check if can I give them individual consumer loan, because it's a microfinance, right? So there are 10 people in a group. Now I will check individually how good they are to give them an individual consumer loan. So that is through a graduation score. That is for a microfinance member looking at the microfinance performance. If I give them if I do lending, what is the probability of default as a consumer? Yes. Individual, right? That is the graduation score. So these are all algorithms I have to basically increase the exposure to the risk-free customers, right?
Of course, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Be it graduation score, be it the behavior score in microfinance or in MSME, right?
Mhm.
in MSME as well, the renewal will be very high, right? Compared to the first loan, right?
Agree.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my MSME B score, I want to check right here the MSME B score and the microfinance B score and graduation score, right? I
Mhm.
need to check. Right?
Right.
So then probably what do you think? So we talked about what? We talked about we want to check the application score, right? So the main business is MSME. So and the microfinance. So I want to check the A score, especially for MSME, because microfinance A score does not make sense, right? There we are anyway ready to absorb losses.
Yes.
Now for B score, we definitely want to check your MSME B score and your microfinance B score and your microfinance graduation score. Right?
Yep.
We also want to check what is the exposure in terms of renewal, top up, cross sell. How is your cross sell strategy?
Yes. Yes.
Is it working? Mostly it's not working. I want to check that do you have what percentage of your approval are through STP and what percentage are through RTC? Because I see there is slowdown, right?
Right.
And I want to see is all your underwriting going through application scorecard or not? Because if it's going through application scorecard, then it will be very fast, right? It will be STP,
Agree.
right? And I want to see lead prioritization. Are you using any lead prioritization model for organic? Organic means the new leads coming. Is there a model running and then only your customer executive engage or FinOps engage with the leads? Or you're like a blind man engaging with every lead coming through, right? Because I see slowdown. So how I can fast it, make it fast? I should use a lead prioritization model, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And ECL, I want to check your ECL, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So because your profit growth did not improve much. So I want to check your ECL, and probably that is another big opportunity, right? To improve your profit growth.
Yes.
Right? Now, what do you think? If in the interview you could showcase this with align all these with their use case, right? So is crore is a big number.
No, it's not a big number
And
at
it
all.
is and like you have to justify your 19 years experience. You cannot say, right? I know logistic regression, I know random forest. I mean, how, right? So that everyone knows, right?
Yes.
For that, what that is not a data scientist, right? What is business value of that, right? That though I can check in YouTube 30 minutes and anybody know, right? So that is not the big deal. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're understanding now? Yeah. Did this help? So we are talking all these projects last 1 month. Now, are you aligning it with the real story?
Yeah, getting a lot of information out of the case studies that will really help.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's changing your perspective, right?
Yes.
How you're looking at the data science projects, right?
Correct.